The next thing on our agenda, and this is one that's been brought up to us time and time again, and the only way that we knew to address it was just to make a statement. So if you would bear with me while I read this, please. And I'm going to post this out front, and if Sister Jeanette wants to run this in the bulletin, that way we know it gets in everybody's hands, that would be great as well. Subject matter is social media and the footprint we leave behind. I give some scriptures to kind of back up what we're saying here. 1 Corinthians 11:1, 1 John 2:15 through 17, Matthew 18:15, and Galatians 6:10. So if you'll just bear with me here for a minute, please. First, let us start by saying how much we appreciate all of your good works in the Lord and all of the good being done by you here at the Lord's Church in Dover. It is an honor and a privilege to shepherd this flock of the Lord's people. In the past couple of years, we have seen many baptisms, conversions, and restorations. We have you to thank for that. It is our prayer that these good works will continue in the future. With all the good being done, we know that Satan is hard at work trying to destroy any progress that has and will be made. To quote a sister in Christ, when everything is going great, that's when Satan is hardest at work. With this letter, we want to impress on you the importance of being careful not only when in the world, but maybe more importantly when using social media and the World Wide Web. There is no doubt that the number one issue that we as elders have faced this last year is social media problems. We know what a valuable tool the internet can be, but at the same time it can be such a destructive force. It can tear apart friends, family, loved ones, and even the church. Whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, or any other social media outlet, we urge you to use extreme caution when using these sites. Please think before you post, like, share, or comment on anything. Sometimes good intentions can be seriously misunderstood. We are guilty of this as well. I am now asking myself before I use any of these outlets, will my actions glorify God in the cause of Christ? Please understand that this does not mean posting or sharing pictures of you, your family, your friends, your accomplishments, or your successes, as all of those things help to build each other up and cast a positive impact on those who we are friends with, especially those of the faith. At the same time, we do not want our words or posts to negatively affect or undermine our brothers and sisters in Christ. We just ask you be aware of what you post and how it affects others. Be aware of where your shared content comes from. Sometimes posts that are funny or seem innocent may come from a questionable background. Secondly, as we read in Matthew 18:15, if you have fault with your brother, take it to him, not the internet. Remember, we are to imitate Christ, so we must follow the example he has left. We understand that issues will arise, and sometimes doing the right thing is uncomfortable, but we must remember that we must do the right thing. Even if it is not a brother or sister in Christ, we are commanded to do good to all men. The airing of any grievances on social media is not the example we have been given by Christ. Some of us may have heard the term social footprint, others may have not. The idea being that once we post, share, like, or tweet something, we no longer control it. So we ask that you remember the children's song we sometimes sing before you log in the next time. It may seem childish, but whether it's an online presence or your daily walk in Christ, remember these simple words. Be careful, little eyes, what you see. Be careful, little tongue, what you say. Be careful, little ears, what you hear. Be careful, little feet, where you go. And the new line we've added, be careful, little hands, what you post. Because the Father up above is looking down in love. So just be mindful when on social media. We love you, and we'll post this out front and see that it gets in